Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Listen, my friends are coming to Vietnam. My are starting to learn Vietnamese. My Vietnamese are starting to visit several other world. So it's becoming smaller. So that's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to install a great future of Vietnam, we must say English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we will write English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, my mom friends are coming to Vietnam. My mom also going to to Vietnamese. My mom Vietnamese has to visit and serve all the world. So we're becoming smaller and smaller. That's why it is becoming my mom friends in Vietnam. If we want to install a great future of Vietnam, we must say harder than ever before. We must say harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, my more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. My more people all over the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. My more Vietnamese are starting to breathe in everywhere of the world. So we're becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must say 800 than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, my mom friends are coming to Vietnam. My mom people that world are starting to learn Vietnamese. My mom Vietnamese are starting to do business and several the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must say English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, my mom friends are coming to Vietnam. My mom people all the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. My mom Vietnamese has to do business everywhere in the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, my mom friends are coming to Vietnam. My mom people that world are starting to learn Vietnamese. My mom Vietnamese are starting to visit and travel the world. So it's becoming more and more small. That's why it's becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If you want to install a great future, we must say English harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, We must practicing harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people of the world are studying Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying Vietnamese and several the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why it's becoming smaller and more people to Vietnam. If you want to install a great future of Vietnam, we more better than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure our future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to visit and travel the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must say harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people outside the world are studying Euro Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying business and several the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel the world. The world is becoming more smaller. The world is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice English harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to visit and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to visit and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice English harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a bright future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more foreigners are also studying Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying to do business and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice English harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people of the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more people are starting to learn business and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice hard English harder than before. We must. Ladies and gentlemen, More and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are studying Euro Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying Euro business and travel the world. Where is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people are studying Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying business and travel the world. Vietnamese is becoming smaller and smaller. English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Listen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people outside the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more people are starting to do business and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must learn English harder than before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more are studying Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying business and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why it is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more families are starting to do business and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, more and more fans are coming to Vietnam. More and more people are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more people are starting to learn business and travel the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why it is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future in Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, More and more foreigners are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are starting to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are starting to do business and travel around the world. The world is becoming smaller and smaller. That's why English is becoming more and more important in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future for Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before. Listen, more and more first are coming to Vietnam. More and more people around the world are studying to learn Vietnamese. More and more Vietnamese are studying to business and travel the world. So it's becoming smaller and smaller. So English is becoming smaller and more in Vietnam. If we want to ensure a great future of Vietnam, we must practice English harder than ever before.